think that some people have been given the gift of discernment,
100%. I know it for
What
a fact.
fact?
and then that there are NPCs perhaps running around?
Yeah. They're
Yes.
soulless. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that. I think there's something to that.
How
Do you
I
can you
believe?
believe.
not? So half the people that not half, obviously, a lot of people. Jay, come on. Yeah, we see them everywhere, right? It's
Uh-huh.
like the lights are on, but just nobody's home.
I call them White
Just
Walkers.
I saw you tweet that and I was dying laughing. I was just like, oh my God, it's so true. They just,
NPCs is a good nomenclature for that because it's like
It
you
is.
are a non-player character. You're just like there are some people that are just like robots. I don't get
they're
it.
just
Yeah.
not there.
They
It doesn't
accept their
even matter.
How
programming.
do you not see what I see?
I know, right?
Exactly.
They feel the same about
You
us.
know?
Why can't you hear us?
But
Hello.
I feel like we take information in from every side. Like we don't just take one perspective. We're like, okay, that's interesting. Now let me go hear what the other side has to say. And let me go hear what this other side has to say. And for me, that's a
Would
little
have
bit of the
ever
difference.
thought to do that.
I don't know because you're told you're not
Jeez,
supposed to.
what a fucking concept,
That was the
right?
Right.
last thing I thought of was
Jeez.
thinking about both sides before I come to a
Damn
rational
it.
conclusion.
Right. And
Thank
even
God.
after I've done all that, I enter a situation where I could be wrong. So what are
What
you guys' thoughts?
actor?
Sorry.
All right, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to
I
ask,
would.
what are you guys' thoughts on mermaids? Is it 10% of the world's ocean that we are aware of? Like
Probably so.
I'm a mermaid believer.
There,
Well, of
we
course. Why
believe
not?
we're a. Why not?
Why
Just
not?
throw my hat in that ring.
Absolutely. I bring the mermaids on my timeline. Whatever. Come on, come all.
There's
Yeah.
a video on TikTok of a guy that apparently has caught some mermaids
Now that's just
on video.
wrong. You mean caught them or caught them?
Oh,
No, I caught him on
allegedly.
video.
Oh, well, like
No,
allegedly, there are government agencies that hunt them and cull them. But yeah, go ahead, Boogie.
no, I
That's
heard that one too.
evil.
Yeah.
Leave the mermaids alone.
No, no. See, they're not good. Well, I would have to believe my government to say they're not good, but it's not the government I'm listening to. Like if you listen to people's stories on them, they're pretty dastardly.
Really?
What, the
Yeah,
mermaids?
yeah. Like they're not
Mm.
like the mermaids from Little Mermaid type
Right,
thing.
right. It's not
Yeah,
the
They're
pretty
like
red haired.
with
Yeah.
like a pitchfork. You know, they're a little bit nasty.
yeah. Like they're the whole siren song thing and all that. It's just funny. Like I'm not saying like oh mermaid. I'm just saying they're interesting storylines to go down. There's a lady. I think it's Ashley Inc. I would have to get it right, but she has a YouTube channel that she calls Spooky Scary Storytime, and she reads through emails of people who send her these stories, and she does a great job, and she'll collate all these stories together for independent episodes and whatever. So yeah, she's a very
Interesting.
interesting follow. Yeah, I love watching her. She does a
Well,
great job.
I can only imagine there's everything. I mean, for us as a species to say we're it, I think
And we
is
know.
would be like ridiculous, right?
Right.
Like, why wouldn't there be aliens? Why wouldn't there be, um, I don't know, Bigfoot? Why
Bigfoots.
wouldn't there be? Yeah, why wouldn't there be? Um, you know,
All number
I
of
don't know.
cryptid. Yeah.
I mean, this is a big space. This is a big ass universe.
Hmm.
Why, you know?
Well, then there's caves. There's cave
Yep.
systems and shit underneath the earth that we don't really know probably a lot about. That is a way for probably some of those cryptids to get around, perhaps.
Have you guys seen
Absolutely.
Strange Lights yourself?
I saw a
Yes.
UFO. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Ooh, tell us
In
about
the
it if
spaces.
you wanna. If you don't, it's cool.
No, it's no problem. 1994, I got off work And I was dealing here in Vegas, and I was living with a girl and got to the apartment. It was a one-bedroom apartment, and we smoked outside. I smoked then, and when I went outside to smoke, we were on the second floor. She was inside, I was outside, and I just had smoking. And back then we have cell phones, so there's nothing to look at, staring at the palm of my hand. So
The
I
sky it
just
is.
happened to glance up, right, and there was a big black triangle, perfect triangle floating in the sky,
That's so
and
cool.
I was like, "What the fuck?" So I go, "Dana, Dana." So I hollered for her to come out, and she comes out, and I said, "Look it up, look at the sky." So she looks and she goes, "Oh my god, what is that?" I go, "It's a UFO." And I go, "Hand me the phone." And we had a cordless phone. She hands it to me, and I called 911. And I was like, "Hey man, you're not gonna believe this. I'm not crazy, I'm not drunk, I'm not high. I am looking at a UFO, and it's a perfect triangle." And she was like, "No way." I said, "This is crazy." I said, "Go out and look up." So, have someone in your office go outside and look up and see it. Should be able to see it. It's right over the top of Vegas.
So it was that
So
big.
yeah, that was crazy. It was enormous. It was massive, and it was a perfect triangle.
And that was
That's
before the
And
so
Phoenix
cool.
Lights. Because Phoenix Lights
that
Jago.
was
was
in the
crazy.
early 2000s or late 90s. I can't remember.
Late 90s. I think it
Okay.
was 99, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Jake,
Okay.
you have to go do 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 do. You have to do
The
the theme. You have to do the fucking theme for
oh oh
Hello, Close
for
Encounters.
is it Close Encounters, or did you
Close,
want X
Close
Files?
Encounters.
All right, I'm gonna have to yank that. Hold on. That
To
is a
go
cool.
along with your like
Oh, when
the
you're telling the
giant
story, yeah,
pyramid
yeah.
over your head, calling
So
911 on
Boogie,
the cordless phone. I love it.
it was
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
about the same year that I saw my first, or well, probably the only one that I'm confident about,
What?
unexplained aerial phenomenon. It was probably around 94. I remember, well, it was somewhere around there because I was a young teenager and I was with my grandmother at a walking trail. And it was a very familiar place, and we lived in a very, very rural area. And I mean, like 80 miles from an actual city, like a city. And so we're doing our laps on this track, right? And we went around the bend, and it's very wooded. And straight up, a spotlight shone down on us, like a very bright spotlight.
It
And
shone if it shined down on you.
yes. So we
Crazy.
look up and it's super bright, and your first instinct is that's a helicopter, right? Because that's what helicopters do. They fly around but there was no sound whatsoever, like none whatsoever.
Wild.
And so we both stopped, and we're just kind of, this is before like pocket cell phones with cameras and shit. So obviously we couldn't take a picture. And so we're just standing there looking at it, and I'm like, we're about helicopter. No, it can't be a helicopter. We're like, what is it? And I couldn't tell you if it was seconds or minutes. It's just been so long ago. But suddenly the light popped back up and the thing shot straight up in the sky. And I mean, like in the snap of a finger. I can't tell you how quick it was. And
That's
then
so
once
cool.
it was crazy. And once it reached like the level of the stars, it just kind of did a little spinny spin and just was gone.